Hello, guys. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the JMAT podcast with me, Jamie, and as always, Big Matters.
Hello.
So today we finally got a guest on that hasn't let us down, and his name is Josh.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Josh. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Living the dream. Disclaimer, everyone. He is Scottish, so make sure you pay attention because otherwise you won't understand a word he's saying.
So rude.
It's true.
Sorry,
It's true.
sorry.
It is true. No, it is.
We were laughing about earlier. I was like, Matt will be messing with me. Like, what the fuck did he just say? And I'll reply, I've no idea, mate.
No, I can understand the Scottish accent very well. I fucking love the Scottish accent. It's
It is
brilliant.
what it is. Honestly, I'm Scottish, right? So I'm a bit biased, but I genuinely do love some of the other accents in Scotland. So
I think the best thing about Scottish people is when they insult people. It just sounds
it's
so
brilliant.
much better.
Yeah, it is.
Like, they're
it's
so
brilliant.
imaginative with their
I
insults.
think
It's
one
fantastic.
of
It's
my
so
most
funny.
random insults was I called somebody a cheese toasty maker or something. Like, I just randomly jumped out with it, and I was thinking to myself after, I was like, what the fuck did I just call him? Like,
Exactly.
Oh my God.
You tell me someone else that would call. I mean, I like to call people sprouts and lizards,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you love the sprout. You've
Oh,
said
mate,
it to
I
so
do.
many people.
I do it when I'm at work. Like the other night, I've never actually told anyone on the podcast what I do. I'm a bus driver, right? So the other night I was driving through town. Saturday night, it was pretty late. All the drunks were out, and this guy was walking in the middle of the road. So I gave him a little toot just to say, "I'm behind you. Get out of my way." And then he had a go at me because he was walking in the road.
Big
So I opened my window and I was like, "Why are you shouting at me, you sprout? You're in the middle of the road." And then, he
bus
didn't
drivers
like
get a
that.
whole lot of abuse, but like,
Oh,
up
yeah.
here is
He-
really bad.
as
as
I
well.
drove away, he
Yeah.
shouted that I was a prick. And I was like, true, not wrong.
No.
So, as always, we start the podcast with a question, an icebreaker question, something that's like, it's not on. It's a what's the word? Metaphorical question. Matt, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, so I always do. You got to pick between a number. So I'm going to give you 5 numbers, right?
Right.
Pick any of them.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry?
On you go.
No, you need to.
Oh, I need to pick
one
5.
number.
All right. Sorry, I wasn't listening properly.
Sorry.
You-
I don't
you
know.
need
That's
to
all
pick
good.
one
Yeah, just
number
pick a
between
number
one and
between
five.
1 and 5. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
I'll go with.
hasn't got a
I'll go
clue.
with 1.
Okay. Favorite movie? What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. You know, there's been a lot that I've watched a lot recently that I would like. Probably the new Spider-Man, No Way Home. That's
I haven't seen that.
no,
Yeah,
it's really good.
So
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
part where I sit back and let these nerds talk about it because I've never watched Spider-Man.
I haven't watched the new Batman too yet. I really. he's
I've not
actually
watched the
taken
new
it.
Batman, but I've heard
Yeah.
it's decent. It's not bad. It's not good. It's like in the middle.
Yeah. But I guess so because it's a new Batman.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
it's
like
gonna be popular, isn't it?
everyone's gonna be yeah. It's gonna be everyone's gonna have a different view on
Yeah.
it. But from what I've heard though, I think it's
Sorry, I
it's
was
apparently
taking-
good.
I mean, I just
Jump
want to see it because it was shot in Glasgow, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
my
yeah.
hometown, so-
Yeah, because there was, oh, nice. Yeah, because there was TikToks like
Yeah.
last year or during lockdown or something. Yeah, and people.
I seen the new
filming
Indiana Jones getting shot as well in Glasgow.
Yeah,
So that was sick.
Glasgow's
Spider-Man
booming
Oh,
for the
it's-
movie industry.
World War Z was shot
Yeah.
here as well.
And
So
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and stuff.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
I love Indiana Jones as well.
Best movies. Oh, it's so good.
The old ones are the best ones,
Oh, yeah.
let's be honest.
To be fair though, I loved the last one though. The one with the crystal skull.
That was
Yeah.
a
That
really good
That
film.
one's really good.
The whole Indiana
that was a
Jones
really good
itself,
film.
it was just really good. To be honest, all the movies.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like it was ahead of its time when they first started it. But
Oh,
it was
yeah.
something that you wouldn't expect that sort of thing to come out around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it first
My
started.
favourite scene from that was when he hid in the fridge with the nuke.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we fucking launched it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, and then he gets
I'm going to do that.
to be fair, I'd like to know if it,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
it would like
If it would
work.
work, I want to try it.
Why are you doing it? Science.
Cut me the bombshell. Nah, I'm just gonna go hide in my fridge, mate.
See you later.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. See, I
that's
can
funny.
imagine you sitting in a fridge and just open this door just opens and you're cramped like this in this tiny fridge.
Oh, I would love. Oh, honestly, that would be the best thing ever. You would be freezing, but as well if it was still turned on before it hit.
Oh yeah.
That would be scary.
What if you got locked? Like, what if you like locked yourself in it by
Yeah.
accident too? So like you survived, right? You landed somewhere safe, and then
You're fucked.
you're freezing your bollocks off, and you're like, I can't get out.
Oh,
Don't worry, I've still got choc ices that Mum left in the freezer.
Yeah, you're sitting on a pack of choc ice, and you're like, oh,
fucking yes.
lovely. And hopefully some beers. Too.
Yeah.
That would go well.
You know. Okay, mine's a little bit of a different question. All right. Josh, you get £10 million for the rest of your life. But for the remainder of your living life, there is a super snail that is invisible and kills you by touching you. It follows you everywhere. It's trying to kill you, and it can board any form of transport. What would you do?
Build a house in the middle.
So bearing in mind the snail's very slow, but eventually
Right. Can it
it
swim?
will kill you eventually. It can do literally
Oh
everything.
fuck. Right. Okay.
So if you got on a plane, it can also get on a plane.
Right. So you don't want to get on a plane because of it, how long the flight is, the snail will probably catch you before the plane lands.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's a difficult
It
one.
is. What about throwing flour on it so you can see it? See? Talcum powder.
Do you know
or
what I would
something?
do? I got £10 million, mate. I'd bribe it for $1 million. Oi, take this home to your family. Leave me alone.
I bet, like, you could just put talcum powder on and then just squash it.
Yeah.
Something like.
Or why
Do you know
don't
what I
you
was-
just cover yourself in like bubble wrap? Cover all your skin because it doesn't say that if it touches your clothes it kills you.
Mate, I'm not going to walk around and look like the Marshmallow Man covered in fucking bubble wrap armor.
40 degrees out. You're in Spain. It's 40 degrees.
Oh no.
Why are you wearing a coat and a woolly hat, Killer Snail? You never know.
Exactly. Like, you never know when that thing's going to appear. I was like, can you not just say it coming in the arm, it's invisible? Like, how's that going to play off? Like,
Oh dear. Do you know what I'd do?
What?
With the £10 million, right? I'd build a ginormous house out of salt, and then I'd hire people to lay salt every day, everywhere, because snails literally just get
yeah, evaporated by salt in it or something like that.
yeah.
That's all well and good.
Build a house out of salt.
But then what happens if it
The
gets
issue
too hot?
is-
Does like.
Yeah, if it rains, it's just pouring down.
The issue is the snail is invincible.
Oh, right, so
Oh.
I can't stone on it then?
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ah,
Do you know what I would do? £10 million. I'd make friends with Jeff Bezos. We'd build a rocket. He'd send me up to space, and I'd live in space.
But it's going to be on. It's
what
going
if
to
you
be
got
on
the
the. It's going to be on the rocket with you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Not if I get there first, right? Because here's my thinking, right? If I'm up in space, I've got an airtight rocket ship. Yeah, no one's getting in. That snail might build his own rocket ship and fly up, but he's not going to get.
What
me 'cause
happens
he
if
can't
your
get in.
rocket ship
Win.
needs repaired? You're going to have to go out repair it, and then that can maybe get you then.
Yeah.
I'll pay some. I'll get someone that like his job is to make sure it doesn't break.
Fair enough.
See, this is the thing with these kind of questions.
It's hard to find an answer. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It honestly
Yeah.
is. Well, I'm going to leave that with everyone else listening. I would love to hear everyone's answers, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say everyone's probably really thinking about it right now.
Because there are probably some really good ones, and we'll be like,
Why did we
oh,
not think
yeah,
of that?
why don't we just do that? Yeah. And they're like, we're thinking about, well, fly up to space, and I'll build a house and get people to shovel sand, salt and stuff. And someone's like, yeah, you could just do this.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, yeah, probably could just do this.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got some different answers.
Yeah.
So, Josh, if you were to meet someone for the first time and they said, what do you do? What would you tell them?
I don't know. Like, what I do is like a job, or just like what do I do in general?
What do you do in general?
Mostly just play games, innit? That's
Play games,
pretty
innit?
pretty much what I would say. Like,
Okay. So, I'd be right in saying that you stream, or you used to
I
stream.
stream now and then. Back and forth with it, to be honest.
What got you into streaming?
Don't know if you ever had a Syndicate.
Yes.
Yeah. When I was younger, watched a lot of him. I was like,
Oh,
I want to be.
His Minecraft
Yeah,
series.
the My Night thing, you know. I've always wanted to do something like that.
Oh, Papa.
Like it, honestly, growing up watching people like them, like fucking Dan TDM, just anyone that like made content back then that was popular, just watching them gave me the inspiration to try and do something like that. So it was a very, very fun experience growing up with all them. Actually met Syndicate once as well.
Oh, nice.
Matt knows Syndicate, don't you, or something?
No, I've sometimes play with one of Syndicate's friends.
Alright.
COD. I used to, yeah. Yeah. I somehow managed to. He streams on Twitch. And I just asked him like once, is it alright if I could join your lobby or something? He was like, yeah, sure, mate, come on. And then I ended up playing like Black Ops Cold War Zombies and Warzone and
nice.
stuff like that with him. Yeah.
Really good.
But yeah, no, I used to love Syndicate
Yeah.
too. I still watch his vlogs. His vlogs
I watch
are really
him now
good.
and then, to be honest.
Does he still
Yeah.
vlog?
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched him in years.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him in years.
The last thing I watched him do, he bought the next door house to
That's the
him.
exact thing I watched as well.
And then he and he was doing it. I think he was planning on turning that into like his content house, basically, where like he'd stream, do videos.
He built a zip line or something
all
as
of
well,
that.
didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being that rich that you buy the house
door,
next to yours
yeah.
just for it to be a stream house.
Yeah.
Literally, not even a stream room, like literally a
house.
stream house.
I mean, he's a smart lad
Yeah,
too. Like,
it's-
that's a good investment. It is a really good investment because I mean, if you've got two houses opposite, if someone was even richer than him, they could buy literally both the houses and build an even bigger
Yeah.
house. Like, yeah, he's smart doing that. He's very smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Hunting Optic, was it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you're faking it and all that, like. Yeah.
They were just having fun in the moment. Like, yeah.
No.
No. Oh shit, that's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. A thing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what podcasts have, though, don't they? They always end up.
Yeah, they,
Every question branches off into other things. But that's what's good about them. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
It's- Yeah. Yeah, you want to go into stuff. You want to find a deeper answer, you know. Yeah. Yes, yeah, pretty much. Yes. Um. So basically, I'm currently deving a DayZ server, which is the zombie survival game from the Armored 2 mod, DayZ, which came back out in 2014 maybe, at the latest. But I want to start getting into more stuff like GTA 5M roleplay, Red Dead Redemption roleplay, stuff like that. I used to code Ark Survival Evolve servers, so it's nice to get back into stuff like that again, like the stuff that I used to do. Eventually, I want to get back into coding websites again, like I used to. So it's very hard to explain deving when you've not done it in years. It's essentially just a bunch of coding and adding files, removing files, stuff like that. So. Yeah. For me, it's so basically when we first started, I was struggling with it a wee bit. So we got another guy in that's already devved a server, and he basically showed us what to do if stuff breaks and all that. And because I'm just new to the daisies deving, I do use YouTube sometimes to figure out the reason why it's broke. But now that I don't really need to use it, I can just fix it because I know what the problem is half the time. Because we've got like backups and backups of the server. So if something breaks, I just go into the old servers, the old backups, replace the new files. Because you know, if you mess around with one thing, it might break another thing. So you need to keep backups of servers. So it's very easy once you get the hang of it. Like DayZ isn't as hard as what I'm assuming is going to be the GTA. If I get into that, it's going to be quite harder to get into the DayZ, the GTA stuff. Because I've got friends that already dev GTA servers, so they're telling me it's quite hard to do. So eventually, when I get down that line, I could reach out to them and get their help, and then learn that way, and then just proceed by myself and get better that way.
Yeah, and I guess too, knowing a lot of developers and stuff too, you probably all end up helping each other out whenever you do new projects. Like it's like if this guy helped you out of GTA, and then he wanted to move on to DayZ or something, you can help him out, and then it's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Kind of thing.
As long as you don't find that there obviously going to be like scammers and toxic developers and all that don't help you. As long as you do not get mixed in with all of them, you're sweet, you're fine. People help you, you help them. It's a back and forth system, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly not that hard. Yeah, it's not hard at all when you get the hang of it. Like I'm saying, it's literally you could watch a 10-minute video and learn how to do some of the stuff. Like it's Um, yeah, ever since I've used it, ever since I've used a computer, I've always been quite handy with them. So I've always been quite into computers a lot. That's why I can sit here and mess about with like code and servers and all that. So I first went to college for it as well. But I don't really like a teaching environment. I like to learn as I go myself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like to learn from my own mistakes. So it's like I also went to college. It's the same college course. Like going to college for that type of stuff as well. It's not just that you learn about. You learn with different stuff. So I went for game development, which is essentially coding games and all that. But we were also learning about cybersecurity and all that, which is like I'm not here for that. I'm here for the game development. So essentially, I didn't really show up for the other classes, which led me to get released from that college course. Because up here in Scotland, we don't actually need to pay for college until a certain age, I think, or how much money you're making. So we can pretty much go to college whenever. So, no, there you go. I'm 21. Yeah, probably 6 years ago, maybe. Yeah. I never passed their classes, so. Sometimes I do, yeah. I sometimes don't. I do regret not finishing it. Like I always think, like, should I really go back and try and finish it this time? Because I feel like now I would be able to go back. Because back then I wasn't really a mature person. Like now that I've grown up, I'm like, right, I need to get something in order. So yeah.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Basically, you become an old fart.
Yeah. No, there wasn't. When I was in school, there wasn't, and then they started releasing them. Like, after the course that I was meant to do, we were going to one for esports. There was an esports one, which they're starting to do and all that now. Like, everything's starting to revolve around online. So why not get the education system to...
Yeah.
I would love it. I would have loved school done that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so much better.
Yeah, it's good.
With you saying as well, like, when you get an older age, you don't really get a lot of stuff brought into, like, memorise and all that. Like, you don't bring in a lot of information out. But I was taught that there was a fixed mindset and a flex mindset, I think it is. Can't remember the name of it. But, like, a fixed mindset is, like, if they can't do it once, they won't be able to do it at all. And I don't know why you're flexing, because you've got nothing there. So a fixed mindset is like, you're sitting there and you can't do it, you will forget about it, you will not do it. But like a flex mindset, or whatever the name is again, I can't remember. You will learn and learn and learn on how to do it. And you can change your mindset like that. All you need to do is focus on changing your mindset and you'll be able to pretty much do anything you would want to learn how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
It's it's just all about your mindset, to be honest. Nowadays, like I feel like that's what a lot of people like this Gen Z. Well, technically, I'm a Gen Z. I don't know what fucking generation I'm, to be honest. But yeah, it's all about the mindset. Like people don't realize that anymore. Like they really don't. It is. You just need to think about. Yeah, you just need to think about one thing. The brain named itself. That's how powerful it is. Think about it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like, it is, but innit? Like,
Yeah,
Like-
we switch round.
you can, but like, obviously it's different with like depression and all that. Like, that's a lot harder to get yourself out of it. But I've learned as well with depression. All you need to do is like, I know it's easier said than done. Is stop arguing with the voices in your head. Everyone's got that stupid little voice in the back of your head that tells you you're not good enough and all that. Like, if you say you don't have that, you're lying to yourself. Like, you really
Yeah.
am. You really are. Hmm. Yeah. You've done it. Yeah. Yeah, you've done it. You're like, and then you feel good about yourself once you've actually done the thing that you're putting yourself off. Like,
Yeah.
it's honestly amazing. Yeah.
But to succeed, you have to fail.
Yeah, exactly,
You literally
yeah.
have to fail.
Exactly.
That's the thing. But that's one thing that I've always been a really big believer in. Like every year, I write down my goals, and you know, if you don't reach them, it's fine. But if you see them every day, it's gonna make you try a lot more
Yeah.
harder to achieve it.
There's a
Because
sorry, go.
No, go for it. Sorry.
There's this there was this army general or something that says if you make your bed the first thing you do, you wake up, that's you already accomplished something. So for
Yeah.
some people,
Yeah, I've seen that
yeah,
video. It's really good.
there's some people that will be an achievement for them, that will help them get
Yeah.
throughout the day. Like, it's an amazing thing, to be honest. Some people.
Yeah, definitely. But sorry. I had a quick question about like game developing and stuff, and like running servers. So, have you ever thought about doing it on Gary's Mod, or like, did you start on Gary's Mod or something?
Oh no, I've never
Because that's-
touched Gary's Mod. I've
Yeah.
never touched it. Well, I've played it,
Yeah,
but I've never
okay.
thought of
Yeah.
doing anything on it.
Yeah, because that's where like I feel like a lot of people probably started off
Yeah.
with running like servers, because obviously Gary's Mod's been around a lot longer than.
Anything really.
Well, not DayZ, because obviously it was like the armor
Yeah.
mod, but that 5M and stuff. I feel like a lot of people that do some big 5M servers did Gary's Mod, and that's what I just wanted to know, because I one of my cousin's mates, I don't think he does it much, but he used to do it on Gary's Mod with his mate, and they loved it, and they made quite a lot, because in Gary's Mod there was loads of like buy these kind of things to like make your character better, or you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, they made a killing, and they were only like 14 or something,
Yeah.
and they made like, I think it was like $2,000 in a month. It was between like 3 of them or something, but yeah, they loved it, and then they were like, oh, we should do this on other games and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, it's easy to do on one game and then hard to learn on other games. 'Cause everything's different.
yeah, 'cause-
Like
yeah.
5M has 2 different coding systems. I think it's XBEX or CubeBEX or something. And then there's another one that they're both completely different frameworks. So you can make your own completely from scratch, but that takes a very long time if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's yeah. 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 Oh. There he is. Well,
I thought something went
right,
wrong.
Jay.
He looked up and he was like,
So, oh, bye.
oh,
Oh god.
what happened?
Oh, he's gone again.
Uh,
Oh no.
what's
I
he
don't know.
doing?
Stop messing about with stuff.
Yes, stop leaving.
It's recording, but so
Yeah, it's still recording.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't stopped yet. I have been looking every time you leave,
yes.
just in case.
Oh God's sake.
God. But yeah, so are you thinking then of possibly moving on to 5M then?
Either 5M or Red M, which is basically Red Dead Redemption online.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that, but I used to play Red
Yeah.
Dead all the time. It's such a good
Especially
game.
Red Dead Redemption.
It's one of the
2.
best games.
That game is.
Oh, I cried at the end. That was like,
Oh,
it was like the
it's-
first time I cried
yeah.
in years, and I literally I mean, the story alone, it was like hours long.
Yeah.
It was great. Every second of it was
What
great.
I want to do,
And the sorry, bro.
honestly, what I want to do is finish Red Dead 1. No, finish Red Dead 2 first, and then go back and finish the
Oh,
other
yeah,
Red
yeah.
Dead, because Red Dead 2 is
Yeah,
the start of Red Dead 1.
it's the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I wish so. The one thing with Red Dead that I'm really hoping for that they add is Undead Nightmares 2.
yeah, that would be amazing.
If they add that, I would pay anything for that as a
yeah.
DLC. Like, it would be so
It would
good.
be.
And think like the graphics and
Yeah.
everything now, it'd be unreal.
Yeah, just a remaster. Yeah, I would take even a remastered version of it. Like,
Yeah. And I mean, if they're worrying about the money side of it, I think every Red Dead fan would literally chuck their credit cards at them.
Yeah.
Like, it's I think that's one thing that in like a game series, that is one thing
Yeah.
I really, really want.
a lot of stuff, like a lot of now companies, like, are all money based. All they want is money. Like,
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to see what Microsoft does with Activision now, since they rebought it, since they bought over Activision.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, one thing they've said is they're not going to release a COD every year.
yeah,
I
it's
think.
going to be like every 2 to 3 years now, I think, or something like that. But what I
Yeah.
want to know is if they've bought Activision, if they bought every company under Activision, then, or is it?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's one thing you need
I
to think
think
about.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, sorry.
No, you're right.
Jamie's messaging me. Apparently, I need to answer the phone.
Oh no, what's happened?
This is awesome. Good work, guys. What? How do I answer the phone on this?
I don't know.
Wait,
Is it
it
just
should be on the Riverside screen somewhere at the bottom.
it says share speaker cam mic? Well, for me anyway. I don't know if you're set as a guest, but aren't you? So
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I can do anything because I'm a guest.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't think.
Sorry about this, guys.
Yeah,
this is the
this
first time this happened. But we do need to get Jamie back in here.
It says he's sitting in the audience. Oh no, he's gone now.
Yeah, that. It worked fine for him though earlier. He could join back. He left a few
Yeah.
times and joined back, but oh god. Oh, is he joined back yet? Shit. Oh god. But yeah, no, this. I mean, I don't want to know how much that would have cost though for them to buy it.
Yeah,
Like it would have been. Oh, I think maybe even billions. Or probably. I don't know. I actually want to see how much it was.
I think it was over $1 billion, maybe.
Yeah, it must have been.
Actually, no,
must
it
have
wouldn't have been because Activision had a lot of lawsuits and all that against them for the sexual assault and all that. So I don't think it would have been that deal.
Oh my god.
How much was it?
Oh no, wait. This is apparently exactly how much. It was a $68.7 billion deal
Fucking hell.
for Activision. Blizzard came together. Sorry, that is fucking
That's-
nuts. Welcome back,
Yeah,
Jamie.
welcome back, lad.
I don't know what went on.
Yeah,
It just came up saying
I
I
couldn't
couldn't
see like a cool thing.
record it, and then it said I could live call in with a question. So I wrote a question saying, why does Jamie use bad internet?
The question never came up for us.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
Anyway,
Well, at least you're back, though.
Yeah,
at
you're
least,
back.
At least
For now.
Yeah.
Just don't touch anything.
so
Oh,
I
don't
did have
say
a
that.
question before I got kicked out. As a dev, what's one thing that you find really annoying? And if
People
you say,
messaging me asking if he mods.
what do you respond to? What would you say to people that do that?
Just don't do it. People haven't got time for it. Like, I get that you're a good friend of mine, right? So it's not really that annoying because you would expect your friends to do it. But see, when it's random people coming in and asking, "Can I dev?" and all that, like, just don't do it because a lot of people in this kind of community have trust issues. When it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, to be fair, I've only messaged you twice.
Listen, it comes with a lot of powers, like in the server. Like,
Yeah.
If you can, like, if you give a random guy like mod, they could do so much. Like, I mean, in some servers you could probably like restart the whole server.
Yeah, you
and
can.
boot so many people out.
you can.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
the DayZ one, you can spawn anything in, you can teleport anywhere, ban people, make webhooks, like connect stuff to Discord and all that. It's a
shit.
very trustful thing. You need with people
Yeah.
to actually get it. But the only reason we're saying I said no to you, Jamie, was because we don't want the server to be admin run
Right.
or anything like that, mod run, stuff like that. Because if we make, we've only got 3 now, but if we make any more people seem to be an admin, a mod, or anything like that, it would seem like it's admin run.
Right.
So for the time being, until we get more players into it, because obviously it is just a new server, it's technically in beta or alpha. I would say alpha now, but people can still join. For the time being, until we get more players in, then there's no point in having anyone else as members of staff in it.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. What's one thing that you find difficult when being a dev?
You just fucking message me. Do you want to watch your dick? Sorry, what was the
did.
question?
For anyone who didn't hear what you said, I did just message him saying, "Do you want any mods?" A question. What did I ask? Oh, what's one thing you find difficult?
Probably is some stuff. Like, say if a mod updates or something like that, you need to go in, find the mod in your actual like Steam account, then update it into that, find the right one. Because I don't use the so you can do it 2 ways. You can use the number of the mods, which is like a serial number.
Right.
Or you can use the name, but I use the numbers of the mods, which make my life 10 times fucking harder to find them. So to go in and find them, to update them and all that, it's a lot harder. But as you get used to it and you memorise all the numbers and stuff like that, like I've memorised a wee system where you remember the last 3 numbers, because no all numbers are the same. So you just
Right.
change it all. Or adding new mods that break other mods.
Oh yeah.
That kind of stuff
Or-
happened when we first started.
Or adding mods to try and make things better, and then finding out that you actually have to pay like 100 quid to use that
Yeah,
mod.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the mod we want to add is €125 or something like that, which is around £100, something like that. So as soon as we get more player base and potentially open up donations to the server to help it keep it running, that's the type of stuff we would invest the money back into, and also run the VPS that we use, or potentially open up other servers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, Jamie was saying the other day, like, oh, do you want to play some DayZ? And you were like, oh, my mate runs a server, we should play on it. And I haven't played DayZ in ages, so I really want to get back into it, so I'll definitely come on.
It's
I'll
a
come
bit of a
onto your
different server.
server.
Do you want to explain what it is? Because it's not like hardcore DayZ. It is ever so different.
Yeah, it's quite easy. So basically, we have like spawn selection where you can spawn in like Chernobyl, Electro, places like that.
Okay, yeah.
You start with some food and all that. We've got traders that you can get money from, buy guns, sell guns. You can party with people. You can see people's names and all that now. But I don't know if you've ever
good.
played Armour. It's got like
I've got Armored 2
yeah,
and 3.
it's got that kind of system to where you can party with people and see people's names and all that. So it's,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
nice.
a modded server. It's not like hardcore vanilla. And I think we've dropped the zombie rate as well down.
Yeah.
So there's not that many zombies.
Yeah. That's one thing, like, when you start off in like a really hardcore world, you literally spawn in and then you get fucking ran down by a load of zombies while you're just trying to find a nice like kit or something. And then you got to worry about
Josh,
people lighting you
I believe
up
they've
too.
upped it to 4 people per team now. So we have 4 technically, but one of them very rarely comes on. So we can just give him the elbow, and you can join.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, like. I'll just come on like every once in a while. Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
there
think...
isn't.
As long as there's not 4 of yous or 5 of yous at the one time,
No,
that's
no.
fine. So you can switch back and forth and stuff like that. If somebody's not on, they can come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think I wouldn't play it much, but like I'd love to hop on though, like whenever there'd be a
My
free
next
spot. 'Cause
question
I do love
is:
the game.
DayZ VR compatible?
No, it's not.
That'd be a good game if it was.
It would, yeah. The Forest is now, but
It would. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
We're
I've played the Forest in VR. It's fucking
Adult
terrifying.
Minecraft, we called it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to. I
Yeah.
think we're going to get it and play some because I'm
See,
hoping
I can also
I'm
open
going
a
to get one
server
for my
up in that.
birthday.
You can open a dedicated server in that. You can have more than 4 people in it.
You can have up to like 18.
No, you
can't
can change how many you want.
Something. Oh, fucking
So
hell.
the
Nice.
new one is up to 18. Is up to 8. The new one that's coming out, which I
Yeah.
can't wait to actually play because I really want to get it. It looks amazing. You can get military weapons and all that in the new one.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to
the
find the
trailer
trailer.
looks
You
unreal.
need to. It looks so unreal.
It looks a lot more scary too.
Yeah.
Like in that cave where like that the creatures like crawling across the ceiling really fast. I was like, oh,
Was
that's
it
gonna be
called?
scary.
Yeah. The Sons of the Forest, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I don't know if they've brought out any new trailers, but
All right,
They might
I'll
have.
watch that
There's
later.
got to be a gameplay trailer soon
Yeah.
too, like or some gameplay footage.
Matt, I'm going to need you to keep an eye on the time because I currently have only got 8 minutes on.
Yeah, don't worry.
You
Do
can be
not worry.
you can
We've
be the
got,
man of the outro.
16 minutes.
What was
so
I?
pretty good on
There was a
time.
question I was going to ask you, and I can't remember what it is now.
This happens quite
it's-
often.
I mean, like you were saying, it's like your first couple of podcast episodes, so it's gonna stuff like that's gonna happen. And you're gonna get forgetful.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie forgets quite a lot of stuff, you know. So
Yeah. Mate, sometimes I don't even remember where I work. I get in my car and I
that's
go,
bad.
where the fuck
am I
am I
going?
driving?
yeah,
It's even worse when I get in the bus, mate. Well, where the fuck does this bus go?
you have to
Sorry.
jump at the bus and look up, and
You want to go where? No, we're going somewhere else.
that's happened to me quite a few times actually. The drivers went the wrong way.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do, but innit, like,
It's also soul destroying.
yeah. Somebody
For
comes up to your
example-
window like, "Where the fuck are you going, mate?"
For example, I
Yeah.
went the wrong way, and instead of someone going, "Driver, you've gone the wrong way," the lady behind me goes, "Oh, this must be the fast bus to wherever to the place that we're going."
Yeah.
I went, "No, I've just gone the wrong way," and she went, "Oh dear." It's honestly soul destroying.
We had it.
Yeah.
We had it once. There was this brand new bus driver. I think I was in like year 9 or something. I was at school, and he really wasn't. He was really old. Like everyone felt quite bad for him. He was really shy, and it was his first day on the job, and he just didn't have a clue where he was going. He took us an hour away from our school.
Wow.
And we were all like cheering because obviously we're gonna be we missed like a whole lesson
Oh,
or something.
no.
And he started crying.
Oh.
I felt so bad for him, and then everyone was shouting abuse at him or like,
Mate.
I felt so bad for him. And he
Kids are horrible.
never came back. I never saw him. Driving a bus ever again.
That's a shame.
You literally broke him.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not to know? Like, imagine if like that was what he wanted to do for his whole life. Like he that was something like he wanted to. When he retires or something, then maybe start thinking about becoming a bus
Yeah.
driver or something. Maybe that was something
Maybe he
he
just
was
went to
really
another
looking
bus
forward
route.
to.
He could have just went on another bus route. Like,
I hope so.
Or maybe,
I hope
he.
he's working somewhere else now.
Yeah. You never know.
hopefully.
But yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It happens all the
It's-
time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Happens way often, way too often.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not happened to me recently. I mean, there's some times where I get like anxious where there's like a road closed off and the bus driver starts going the other way and I'm like, oh fuck, am I on the right bus? Like,
Yeah. Even I think that. Am I on the right bus? Then I'm driving it. Have you got any sort of funny stories about like Devin or like weird
No, not-
requests or anything like that?
I'm honestly trying to think, and I can't really remember because back in the arc, well, there was one time actually. It's not really a funny story, but it's quite weird. I made a server where it wasn't really going that well, and somebody ended up buying it off me for like £400
Ooh.
or something like that, right? And it wasn't even that popular, but this guy was rich, and my mum ended up seeing my PayPal, and she was like, "Josh, are you selling drugs?" And I was just like, no, I coded something for someone, and they bought it off me and stuff like that. And she's like, Josh, be honest with me, are you selling drugs? Like, just kept going on and on and on. It's like, I'm not selling. She's like, are you taking? And I'm like, nope. And then, yeah. So, that's pretty much the only really wild thing that's happened to me. All the time, I fell asleep at my desk coding an ARC thing. And I woke up and like, do you know how that weird position, like when you fall asleep in a chair and you wake up in pure weird positions? So that's pretty much what's always really happened to me.
So basically, what you're trying to say is this whole time, yes, mum, I was selling drugs
Technically,
to rich
gamers
people.
can be addicted, and addicted is a thought, like, you can be addicted to anything. So technically, some things to people are drugs because you get addicted to it.
Do you know what I find really annoying is I go through phases. Like, I'll be really into one game and then I'll lose interest in it, and then
I thought you were going to be like talking about drugs or something for a second. I thought you were like, do you know
No.
what? I'm not really into phases. Like,
I absolutely
I'll
love
take some-
ketamine. I fucking love ketamine. But next week I'll probably love heroin. No, that wasn't what I was going to say. What I mean
get
is
what you're
like
saying.
I just go through phases. Like I'll smash out Apex, get to like platinum, and then I'll be like, I don't want to play that anymore. Then I'll play
it's
something
'cause
else.
it's because you keep playing games constantly, but that's what wears you out. That's what, like, with 5M, I don't really do that anymore because the server that I was in, I put into 1,000 hours into that.
Do
So,
you know, should I have a look and see right now how many hours I put? Is it the same one that I was in? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because you haven't played any other servers, have you?
is it the one I played on for
Yeah.
a while? Can we say the name?
I don't
Don't.
want to give them any publicity, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Did something bad happen?
I'm having a bit of issues with them. Let's just say that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
okay,
can't-
a lot of
I
people
can't-
have an issue with them.
Yeah.
I haven't connected.
They're probably getting DDoSed at the moment.
Are they?
Yeah.
That says it all, really. No, I don't
Yeah.
have any issues with people in it. I just left because of certain reasons that
No,
I
I
don't
left.
want to fall out with anyone. So
I've left because there are a couple of people in it. Mostly some of the staff team. That's what I'll say. That's all I will say.
it's difficult because I didn't really want to get into it, but they probably won't listen, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is they want it to be a serious RP, but they can't because some of the people they have in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of the
That's it.
staff members can't even do it.
No.
Oh, so they're not setting a good example
No.
then. For like their own, yeah.
It's a
A
shame.
lot of them are power hungry as well.
It's not a terrible server.
It's not.
It could
It could just be ran
better.
better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I really enjoyed it. When
I
was
enjoyed it
playing
as well. I will say I will enjoy it. But I'm not going to sit here and shit on the community. It's only some people that I'm going to shit on. Like,
Yeah.
I think one thing that does annoy
Yeah, fair
me
enough.
is if you haven't put any money into it, they don't really give a shit about you.
exact, yeah.
If you don't have a big following or like,
They
if
don't
you're not a
give
big
shit
streamer,
about you,
don't give a shit about you.
yeah, exactly. But it is what it is, you know. It's
I was in UG for a little while. That's pretty good.
I don't like UG. I
I thought it was pretty good. Everyone's pretty nice, and the
don't-
staff members are really good.
I didn't really enjoy it. I've got nothing wrong with the people in the server. It's just I didn't really like it myself. Like it was too harsh of a server to play on.
Yeah.
Because the economy and all that's too hard, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
So
But they're whitelisted hours as well, so like between a certain time.
not
no
anymore. I
one-
don't think.
Oh no.
No, I think it's as well. If you want to start your own gang, it's £150 a month.
Bloody hell.
A month.
Yeah. But the one we were in, it's like £250 for the whole time, the whole thing. I believe it. Anyway.
So it's
Yeah, I was gonna
250
say,
quid,
like-
yeah, to start a faction, for example. But then
Yeah.
if you want your own clothing and cars and stuff, you then have to send them like everything. They won't develop it for you. So
Yeah.
basically, all they have to do is do a couple of things, and then it's done. You have to
See,
do
I
all
don't
the
know
work.
if this is true, but I heard they were getting sued. This is only a rumour. But I heard they're getting sued off at other people, other cities or servers. So that's all I'm
interesting.
going to say on that part, because I don't want to fall out with anybody that's...
Yeah, I think maybe we should probably move on anyway.
Yeah, move on from that, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit
Yeah.
about 5M. I don't know how much longer we've got.
8 minutes.
Three? Sorry, no, I'm being Beetlejuice. Seven.
7.
No, it's about to turn 53 minutes. I just saw the number 3. I was like, 3?
25 feet.
No. Oh, God. We can't go down this again. We can't.
What's
We
the
spoke
what's the
about
plan with the
Beetlejuice way
5M?
too much.
Are you looking into it? You know, do you need mods?
I want to look into it, but the people that don't want to do it now, because they don't want to step on anyone else's toes, because they're still playing that.
Fair
That's
enough.
City now.
Yeah, fair enough.
So they don't want to mess anything up with anyone in that city or anything.
Yeah, of course. That's understandable, really.
We're going to look into Red Dead Redemption. RP.
Oh, yeah. I'd be down for
I
that.
didn't know they did. I didn't know that existed. I literally didn't.
Yeah, but apparently it's really hard to learn how to play, because there's a lot more keybinds you need to remember than 5M. So
Yeah.
just need to wait and see how. I'm in the middle of doing that, now looking into all of that. So
Be so worth it
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
Like, as I was saying earlier, it's such a good
Yeah.
game. Like, that'd be really
it
worth
would
it.
be.
Yeah, I mean,
It-
I've played Red Dead
And it's set in a good time.
Undead, and when Red Dead Redemption first came out, I can't remember which one it was. I haven't really played the recent one.
Oh, you should.
Oh,
You
it's so.
should, honestly.
It's one of the best games
Yeah.
I've played.
The
like, out of
the
every
thing is,
game
I
I've played.
soundtrack to
don't-
it as well.
Oh,
I'm not really
yeah.
a big fan of playing games by myself.
Yeah, but
I
go
prefer
on.
playing with people.
I love it.
It's-
It's literally like a movie.
Yeah, it's
so good.
that's the type of game you would like just sit and just play yourself if you like. Even if
Yeah.
you're feeling down, that game would
Yeah.
honestly
Hmm.
like when I was with my last ex, we both bought it, and we played the campaign at the same time, pretty much. So we experienced that together as well, which was fun because we would sit in even if you would just sit in a call with someone and play it and talk to them and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a
good
game.
game to stream as well. But if you were ever to get back
Yeah.
into streaming, I don't know if you still do it, but if you were to get back into it, that's a game I would highly recommend streaming.
Right. I'll look into it,
It's-
definitely.
It's
I've been
quite cheap. Though.
There's
it's on sale quite.
there's
often
one thing
now.
I'm looking forward to playing, and that's Pavlov VR.
Pavlov VR's insane.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
looking
really
forward
good.
to playing that, and
It's really fun.
I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going in and playing VR chat.
See, you don't even need a VR to play VR
Yeah.
chat.
Don't you?
You can play on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, you can play mouse and
So
keyboard.
I didn't know that.
my wee brother's got a VR and I've used his and I bought Beat Saber for him. Well, mostly
Yeah,
for
Beat
myself.
Saber's
It's
really
so fun, but he sweats so much.
Do you have a
Oh
VR?
yeah,
Josh?
yeah.
My wee brother does. I've played Phasmophobia in VR, which
Oh,
is
that
really
we
good.
Scary.
we will probably be playing a lot of VR, won't we, Matt?
If my wee brother
Definitely.
doesn't really use his much, so I might ask to borrow it a couple of times and if use it ever. It's an Oculus as well,
VR.
so
Yeah, VR is. I
Yeah.
love it. I don't play as much anymore, but when I got my first headset, I literally
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
stop
amazing.
playing
It's
it
just-
for months. It's
sometimes
so
I
good.
get motion sick because you don't move in most of the games.
Oh,
You
right.
just stand there and
Yeah. You'd hate this game that I play, and it's called VTOL. I don't know if
Oh,
you know.
that's
It's,
that
it's on
fucking
Steam.
airplane game, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So it's literally like it's so realistic. So it has all
Mm-hmm.
the controls on like a fighter jet. So you have to know all the controls and everything.
wow.
And you literally can like take off of aircraft carriers and everything. But just like if you do like a barrel roll, you
Yeah, you
like
feel-
if you like had motion sickness, it's.
But I even
yes.
get it in Phasmophobia. Like, it's because you move so fast, but in Phasmophobia when you're in VR.
Fast
It's-
fuck, boy.
Yeah.
It is a weird one. But as you play it more, you get used to it. You know, it's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm really looking forward to? It's Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, the new Doctor Strange.
Not heard of it.
No,
Oh.
you've not seen it. You've not seen the trailer for it. It's plastered everywhere. Oh, you need to watch the
I
trailer.
haven't
It
seen the
looks
trailer
so
for it.
good.
It does it. Oh, nice.
Honestly, I just love Marvel. I'm a big Marvel fan.
I'll get it up on YouTube. Oh, is
Yeah.
it Marvel?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
I
Yeah.
won't watch it. I don't like Marvel.
Wow.
See, when I was younger, I used to watch more DC. I used to watch more DC, but I do love Marvel
Yeah,
though too.
Marvel. Look,
I
It
just
is-
don't.
I love both. I do
I
love
just
both.
don't enjoy superhero films as like anymore.
See, I'm quite nervous for the Flash coming out, the movie Flash,
Flash.
because I don't know how I feel about the actor that plays the Flash now.
I haven't seen the actor. I haven't even watched. They didn't they make a series?
Yeah,
of
that's a
Flash?
really good one, but he's not playing the movie. He's
Yeah,
not
I
playing the
haven't-
movie Flash.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know if
yeah.
you've seen
Oh.
Justice League. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
I've seen
Flash.
Justice League, yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was shot in Glasgow as well. There was
Mate, Glasgow
yeah.
is the place to
there's
be.
3 movies that were shot in Glasgow at the one time. The Batman.
And these are big
Yeah,
movies.
they really
too.
are. Yeah.
These are like huge movies.
Honestly, it was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if have you seen World War Z? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
See the
mate,
supermarket.
Overseas, well good, yeah.
The supermarket scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was literally
Yeah.
2 minutes walk from me. Yeah. So I managed to meet Brad Pitt.
Fucking hell. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. He
Oh, mate,
he
that's
came out in his
crazy.
his little RV that was in the scene in the movie.
Yeah.
All the American buses and taxis and all that were literally in the
Yeah.
car park. It was amazing.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
crazy though, because you think that's in America.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you watch
exactly.
it, you're like, that's got to be America, but yeah. No, it's
It's-
crazy. But,
Yeah, it's time in it.
wait, sorry. Yeah, I was about to say, we've got 30 seconds, so I think we're going to have to end it
I'm
here.
not going to lie. I actually really enjoyed having Josh with us. I think he should come in more
Oh,
often.
mate, yeah.
What's a podcast
yeah,
without me
thank you.
having some issues or Matt having some issues? Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, thank you everyone for listening and watching if you're watching on YouTube. As always, guys, we literally appreciate each and every one of you. As I usually say, if you can help us out, just follow us on our socials or YouTube or whatever, just so you stay noted whenever we next upload. But we upload every week. But yeah, does everyone have anything to say before we end?
No,
Nope,
don't think
just-
so.
It's actually been a very fun experience, and thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah.
Thanks
yeah.
for coming. It's,
Oh, mate,
it's
no,
been
no
good.
problem. Thank you for coming on.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next
See you guys.
episode.
All right.